or Huston, I should say. Looks like her daughter's hanging out on a beautiful day out there.
Yeah. Instead of American woman, we have the ultimate Arizona woman here.
Yeah.
Maureen Montang, representing Arizona in Miss USA pageant next month. You went to ASU. You love everything about Arizona. You were saying you are a true Arizona baby.
I am. I'm a proud Sun Devil.
There you go. So you were getting ready to compete
Yes.
in Miss USA.
Yeah.
What is that like? Because I mean, this is like kind of training like an athlete to get ready for something like this.
So a lot of preparation goes into it, from training your body to working on your interview to working on your walk. You want to be the full package, and you really just want to represent your state well as yourself.
One of the things I asked during the break was, has a Arizona contestant ever won Miss USA?
No. Hopefully this will be our year.
Here's the first one. So what pressure do you feel, and what do you do when you're on stage to stand out above the rest? Don't give all your secrets out, but just a couple of hints for all the young girls watching who are interested in.
Today at the Room Stores.
YouTube moment, you want to make sure that you know all those hot topics that are going on right now, all of those current events. You also want to make sure that you practice your walk, that you know how to move in your dress, and that you really just know how to project. I think the best thing that you can do is really practice in the mirror, and whenever you have free time, whether it's with your friends or family, just talk. Make sure that you're well versed in all of the relevant topics going on.
Now this is like a problem that when I first started out in TV, I would look super nervous on TV, and I sometimes still do. Like this.
You always look nervous.
I always look nervous. Thank you. But how do you look beautiful on stage, but without...
And calm.
And calm.
In 5-inch stilettos. I will say that we have excellent taste in shoes because we're both wearing the same
We are
shoe.
twins.
I love it. But yeah, there's a lot. There's the lights, there's the audience, the judges.
We are looking at 108 and
have to enjoy yourself. Nothing looks more beautiful than a girl who's effortless, than a girl who's enjoying herself and having fun. So you really need to let go of all the pressure, of all your worries, and just enjoy the moment.
Miss USA, what do they judge you on?
So there are 3 portions. There's the evening gown portion, the bikini portion, as well as the interview.
So are you on a strict ice cube diet?
Oh, no.
Mine is an ice cube.
So right now I'm just eating a lot of lean protein. You know, to begin with, I have a smaller frame. So for me, I'm going to the gym extra hard. I want to build that muscle, because when you're skinny, it shows. You look frail. So I've been doing a lot of squats, always drinking protein shakes, and just trying to get in a really good shape.
The way women look at their bodies has been changing. I think that there's I think they're trying to project less pressure on women to be that model perfect thin. Are you seeing that amongst the contestants? Are you seeing different body types and stuff like that?
Yes, I mean, even in fashion, you used to see, especially in the 90s, it was almost that grunge girl.
The Kate Moss.
Yes, the super skinny. Now you see
with what we need to know.
Your basics, first thing you're going to want to have is the right tent for the right season. Not all tents are created equal. We have a wide variety, whether it's for our warm weather that we're having now, rainy spring conditions, or winter conditions all the way. So you want to take a look at all kinds of different things. Your rain fly, the piece that goes over the top, if you're looking.
Okay, we'll have you here afterwards when you win.
Yes, perfect.
Sounds like
Positive
First place, please. We'll get the exclusive.
Positive thinking.
All right, thanks again for coming, and we appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
All right, well, still to come here this morning, more fallout from the Takata Air.
It's going to protect you from the rain, but keep in mind it is more of a fair weather tent. Also, you can see this is a straight wall tent, so depending on how comfortable you want to sleep, if you want to get up off the ground, and you can see we've got some cots in there, the straight wall tents will allow that to happen. We also have a wide assortment of sleeping bags. Obviously, you're going to want to stay warm and comfortable when you're camping. Make sure you get the right sleeping bag for the condition as well.
Those temperatures in the mountains drop pretty significantly at night. So while it might be in the 80s and 90s during the afternoon, we're talking about 40s and 50s. What do you need to know about your sleeping bag?
I would say if you're going up to the high country, at least a minimum of a 30-degree rated bag. That way you're going to stay nice and comfortable.
All right, let's move over here. What have we got going on?
Okay, so here we got just a basic setup of like a typical camp. This is our camp kitchen. Obviously, when you're up there, you're going to have to feed the kids, feed the family. So this is a little bit nicer way to go, but it has all the basics. Don't forget to bring plenty of water, just like down here in the desert. Always want to have at least a gallon of water per person per day. So we've got water storage for that. We've got your basic 2-burner camp stove, making coffee in the morning, cooking your eggs, whatever it needs to be, feed your family. We've got all that stuff.
You've got lighting as well.
Most definitely. Obviously, once the sun goes down out there in nature, you're all alone. You're going to need to have some light.
So those are battery-powered lanterns?
The first one is actually a fuel-burning candle. The second one is a battery-operated lantern.
And then last but not least, my producer's wrapping me up. What's the most important thing over here? The chairs?
Most definitely. Stand comfortable, get up off the ground. We also, the other thing to be aware up north on Tonto National Forest right now, fire restrictions. So you can't be building a fire. We have options to do propane fires. That's a big help, especially if you want to have that camping experience out there.
Thank you so much, Sean, for giving us some basic tips. Now I want to send it over actually across the street from us. We've got Scott, who's a part of our Hydrate Arizona campaign. You're collecting water this morning. Good morning to you, Scott.
Yes, we are, Kim. Good morning. It's a beautiful morning out here. It's not hot yet. We're right by the chicken wing place out here, Wild Wings, and they've closed off the street, so we've got lots of volunteers and radio stations and music and all kinds of fun things. And look at all the volunteers. They're downloading these cases of water, and Russ is with United Phoenix Firefighters. He's way up top here. See if I can go stick a microphone in his face. Russ, good morning.
Good morning, Scott. How are you?
Not getting too hot up there yet, are you?
No, it's okay right now. It's going to get hot today, though.
You guys are always great about coming out and helping with this. Why is that?
Well, I'm with United Phoenix Fire.
It's fairly warm for them for this time of year. That's why we do have an excessive heat warning in effect today all the way through Tuesday evening. Temperatures around the entire desert Southwest, 110 to 106.
We'll be out here later to help out, but you know, we're always giving back to the community. That's what we do.
Boy, you guys, this is a really tough time for firefighters, isn't it? Being out there. I mean, there's a lot of people that work outdoors, but to have to work in the turnouts that you guys wear, it's not easy.
Yeah, it's a lot of training. I mean, we have to train in the heat to be able to do that. But you know, you see the people in the streets, especially the homeless that don't have anything, and that's what we always do is come out and try to support them and support the community.
Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. All right, we'll work around all the volunteers. Good morning, everybody.
Right.
Makes it easier to deal with the
as early as later next
Morning, how are you today?
This is always an excellent event, isn't it?
Absolutely. You know, the community
and still beat the heat. Indoor sports camps. Kids are taking part in summer camps with former Major League players at Extra Innings in Mesa, and that's where we find Gail this morning. No more water slides, Gail?
No more water slides, but it's interesting because Mike said it's the first time he's seen me in a ponytail. So there's a first for everything. We're having a first today. I wear a ponytail all the time at home. I'm at Extra Innings, as you said, and you know, my kids are climbing the walls right now, and you just don't want to go out and be in the heat. You just can't. You know, even in the pool, it's a little too warm. But here at Extra Innings, they've got all kinds of stuff going.
Excited for the day?
I'm very excited for this. Hanging out with you for 3 hours?
Well,
who wouldn't be, Scott?
You do bring up a good point. Channel 3 pencils for the kids that come out. So, Ryan, it's going to be a fun time. I suggest when you're done with the show, you come on out to Westgate.
All right, as long as you save me a pencil, Scott.
I got one for you.
All right, thanks, bud. Hey, lots of parents out there are having to support their grown children, but the question
to Division I former players that are here helping the kids learn how to play baseball and softball.
Are these half-day camps, full-day camps?
They're half-day, 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And then we have night camps, too, that are more specialized for pitching and hitting. So if you're a little bit
safe. And need a caring friend? The so-called robot with a heart goes on sale today. Up ahead.
are probably up to 14 years old, and then the night camps are, you can be any age, so it's whoever wants to come and learn. We have
Got 5-year-old triplets. What about that? 5-year-old, is that pushing it a little bit?
I think we go from 7 up in camps.
Okay,
yeah,
I got to wait a couple more years. Yeah. But I got a couple future softball players, I think, at home. So maybe we'll do that. And birthday parties. I always feel sorry for kids that have birthdays in July and August because your only option is to do a pool party.
Yeah.
But not now.
Not anymore. Now we provide hitting tunnels, birthday parties, cakes. We do it all. All you have to do is come up here and sign up, and and let us do the rest of it. And it's an unforgettable birthday for any kid who loves baseball or softball.
Right, exactly. And we've got Robert, we've got Goldie over here. Hey, Robert, how often do you come here? I hear this is your first time?
No, second.
Second time? And you were drilling your dad. He had to go stand behind the screen because you kept hitting it right back at him. Was he getting scared out there?
Yeah.
A little scared? What's your favorite part of doing something like this?
Hitting it.
Yeah? You like to get out of the heat?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite baseball player?
I don't know.
Paul Goldschmidt, maybe? You're wearing his shirt. Goldie. Okay, we'll just give him Goldie as his favorite player. How about that? So we're at extra innings. Okay, Vista and Southern. Val Vista
and Southern.
Okay.
Yep.
I wasn't paying attention when we were driving over here because I was tweeting that picture out of me coming off the water slide looking all crazy. So we're at extra innings. We're going to...
Your car insurance goes up.
Gail, appreciate it. All right, Ty, tossing it to you for weather. Hot, hot, hot.
Yes, today is the perfect day to get out there. Not get out there, I should say. Stay indoors.
To get in there.
To go in there where Gail is. Yeah, maybe go down that water slide.
Of innovation.
The Father's Favorites gift sale at Men's Warehouse. Get select suits
for life. And if you got a job for life, why don't you offer up something like comedy?
Well, you know, if we really want to have a serious conversation about reforming education, Scott Walker is the last person I'm going to ask, well, partly because he doesn't have a college education, and partly because...
Come on, neither does Bill Gates.
But he wants to reform college education, and the reality...
111, then climbing up to 113. We have
get his second win as a big league manager. Bottom first, that hurts. Wow.
39. Now, the rate of 18 to 24-year-olds declaring bankruptcy has increased 96% in the past 10 years. And
different debate. I got to move on now. Gary B., you sent your daughter to Emerson. I don't think she majored in comedy, but what do you think about these tenured professors?
A couple different points. But geez, John really hit close to home. Not only did my daughter graduate from Emerson with an MFA, but it was an MFA in poetry, John. So thank you. Wait till I attack your family.
And let's start with budgeting.
Okay.
How do kids learn how to budget correctly? Because, of course, they have the things that they want to buy, and then they have the necessities.
Right, and oftentimes teens don't even think they need to have a budget.
What can we expect here at home?
Later on today. All right, this shot can about sum up Tiger Woods' career lately. Downhill and fast. Tiger finished 16 over par. That's tied for 100.
Think about where it's coming from.